Hello, hello. Oh my gosh, it has been a hot second since I have been on here. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamara Joy. My handle is at She Can Co. I am a real estate agent, I am a faith mentor, and I love talking about mindset. And I coach agents how to do their business differently than what the world says. And so today, I have this idea that just came to me that I want to share with you. So, if you are a new real estate agent, you're going to want to listen to this because you are going to appreciate what I am about to tell you more than ever. Okay. So, like I said, I am a real estate agent. I am a faith mentor, a business coach, all of the things. But I was once a brand new agent. And a lot of my time sat in figuring out what am I going to do today? How am I going to do this business? Where am I at? Where am I going? And I constantly would pivot every single second I could when something else was shining, flashing, looked amazing. And I was like, oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. But what if I told you that God has a totally different plan for your business because He wants to be a part of everything that you do? He wants to be in the front of it. He wants to walk hand in hand with you. And He wants you to do things a little different than what the world says. Would that make you feel good or not so good? Well, for me, I have learned that this has made my business completely transformed by not taking things so serious from the worldly way and understanding that lead generation is just an idea. It's an idea that comes to your mind that if you believe in it, you can walk through it. There is not a right or wrong way. But what I really want to talk to you about today is this SOI, sphere of influence, the thing that every real estate agent says, I need to talk to my sphere of influence. Go make a list of 100 people in your sphere of influence. I don't know if it's just me. I'm going to say it's not just me because most of the team leaders that I speak to, brokerages that I talk to, they all have that as the first step when you get into this business is go talk to your sphere of influence. And I'm going to tell you not to do that. Does that make you feel good? I don't want you to go talk to your sphere of influence. And here's why. Oh, the Bible. I love the Bible. And you want to know what? I love God so much. He supports me in my business and He shows me things that I just feel so lucky that I get to understand this. So, why I bring this up is that, Jesus actually, as He was in His ministry, struggled with people that knew Him really, really well. He struggled to influence them. He struggled to talk to them. He struggled to let them see how amazing He was because they didn't take Him for what He was. They took Him for who He once was. They remembered Him as the boy who was born of Mary. They remembered that He was a carpenter. They remembered that He really was not anything great, anything big. And now He wants to come and He wants to say that He's the Messiah and He's the Son of God. Like, who is this guy? And so He struggled to influence people in His hometown. And the Bible actually says that He was marveled at the fact that they didn't believe anything that He was saying, and He didn't have a lot of impact there. So I want you to take this story and I want you to directly relate it to the sphere of influence. I want you to think about the people that are closest to you, the friends that know everything about you, the people that have seen you at your worst, the people that have seen you at your best. But I want you to really take that into perspective because you're now a new agent. You want to show up as this brand new real estate agent that's got it all together. You want people to take you seriously. You want to be known in your marketplace as the go-to agent. You're striving for this, but the closest people to you are struggling in supporting you. So why are we going to contact them and hound them? Because we need to have this sphere of influence list. So I'm going to tell you to do something different. Why? Because I do things different. I do things God's way. I love being set apart. And if you really want to be seen, you got to get out of the crowd. So I'm going to tell you, go make your own sphere of influence. Go make your own sphere of influence. How do you do that? You can have anybody become your sphere of influence and impact them on a high level. This is called building a list of true connection. And this is what it looks like. You are building a list of people that you talk to on a regular basis. Maybe they're not friends. Maybe they're people that always support your Facebook post. Maybe they're people you see on a daily basis going through the coffee drive-through. Maybe these are people that you go and get your hair done by. Maybe this is a car salesman. Maybe this is a flower shop. Maybe this is somebody at your kids' school. You get to choose who you get to influence. And you want to know what? The reason why it works so well is that they don't know your backstory. They don't know you anything other than I'm a real estate agent. This is what I do. I am the best at what I do. Here's why. They don't get to have an option to see you any other way. And that's part of the reason why Jesus didn't do a lot of miracles in his hometown, because he was already shut out because of who he was when he grew up. They didn't want to take him seriously. They didn't want to see him any other way. They had unbelief. So, my tip for you today is that when you're starting out as a real estate agent, don't listen to the I need a sphere of influence list. Make your own. It is an idea that you can do whatever you want to with. You can choose whoever you want to be on your sphere of influence list and get creative with it. Use your imagination and then impact those people. Let them see how wonderful you are, how God made you, how God planted you in this industry for purpose. Give value to them. They become the people that have so much belief in you that you then can impact and influence, and they become your go-to supporters. They want to be a part of what you are doing. They believe in everything that you're saying. They want to be a part of the mission that you're after because they only see you for what you are. They only see you how God made you. They don't have judgment on you. And how beautiful is that? How beautiful is that? So, this is a very impromptu video, okay? But I really take that to heart. I don't have a big sphere of influence myself. And if I'm being honest, I don't have a ton of friends. I have a lot of acquaintances, but my group is very small. It's very, very small. Look at Jesus. He had 12 disciples that followed him so closely. That was his group. That was his core group that he was with every day. And when he went into cities and he was after a mission, the mission and the calling that God placed on his life, he did wonders. He did miracles. He transforms people's lives because they allowed him to. So when you are looking at starting this real estate business and putting together the traditional sphere of influence, gosh, that word, make it your own. Make it your own. Don't put so much pressure on it. Don't think about it too much and think, oh my gosh, I have to call my friend from high school that I haven't talked to. No, you don't have to. You don't have to do that. Nobody says you have to do that, but the people that tell you to do that, that only did that themselves. You get to make up a new idea for yourself. You get to make up your own belief. You get to do that. Why? Because you're in business for yourself. It is your business. My definition of sphere of influence are people that want to know more from me. That's my sphere of influence. It changes all the time. I don't have just one sphere of influence that I constantly am talking to or marketing to. It shifts because the market shifts. It shifts because I go where God wants me to go. It shifts because people cross my path that, are there for a reason that I'm not sure yet. But you want to know what? They see me as me. They see me as I'm a real estate agent in this market. Gosh, you really know what's going on in the development across the highway. Like, thank you for that. Thank you for explaining like why taxes could be higher. I really appreciate that. That's how you create impact. And if you are an agent that is after becoming, an expert in your community, you want to be known as that person. So don't feel like you have to go chase after your friends and your family and they're going to give you all this business. Like, get that idea out of your head. Create your own sphere of influence. You get to choose who is on it. And just remember that Jesus did amazing works outside of his hometown, outside of people who knew him so well, outside of people who grew up with him. he made the most impact with people that knew nothing about his backstory. They just knew him for what he was today and the mission he was after. That's all I have for you today. And if you are wanting more tips, tricks, faith, mindset, real estate knowledge, I am here to give you that. Like and subscribe to my channel and have a blessed day. If you have questions, comments, need to get hold of me, send me a message. Bye.